Whoops. Hey, wow. Hi, guys. Welcome to Talent Talk, the completely unsanctioned, behind-the-scenes Talent Talk. My name is Chengis Javeri. I'm your co-host, guest host, proper host. So today we're doing something very, very different. We're not doing a real show. I mean, it looks like a real show. God damn it, it really does. But it's going to be a little different. We're going to have a few guests coming in, leaving. Maybe you'll learn something. Who knows? How about you help me welcome a few of my guests. One, we have Mr. Keeley Stores. There he is. And Mr. Jared Eves. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Oh, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. To the keen-eyed viewer, we got another guest in a second. I can see you. We're going to save you for a second.
I'm excited. I don't know who it is.
Oh, well, you should. To the keen-eyed viewer, they'd know I hit the wrong goddamn button and it did that 30-second countdown. It didn't do the Talent Talk, and I did that last time. So we're gonna have to figure that out. All right. So guys, let's bring Miss Rohini in here just for a second. Oh no, I lost her. I lost her. Okay.
Now you're stuck with
How
us.
about you guys? Yeah, I am. I like the way we're all bespeckled. First of all, she probably just went off to get some glasses because she just felt like this is too much.
That's fair.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? First, Keeley, how about you, man?
Yeah, I've been around for a while doing this crazy acting thing, playing wherever I can. What do you want to know? What do you want? Like 29 years doing theater, film, television.
Did you start when you were 2? You think about that for a
that's
second.
very sweet of you. No, I was 10 years old when I started back in the hills of Drumheller.
Okay, and is that where you got that strange Mexican flag from?
That is an Irish flag, sir. That's an Irish flag.
You pointed the wrong direction. I do that all the time.
My image is flipped.
I know, I do that all the time, but now look at that. I'm pointing at a Tintin doll.
You are.
Action figure.
Perfect.
I did it
Once
correctly.
I start hosting this show, I'll know which direction I am too.
Nice. All right, Mr. Jared Eves. I know you as a director, an all-around nice human, but how would you describe yourself if you had to? In an interview setting.
Director is a good place to start. Writer as well, and editor. Been doing a bunch of editing the last few years, especially, which has been good. And working on some projects, but
Sweet. You dive into those later and tell us what you can tell us about these new projects. But you have a connection to this show, to the actual host of the show, who would have known the right goddamn button to press, by the way, to get it to say Talent Talk properly. Old Gary McLean, didn't you? What did you edited and directed his?
Yeah, so I did the directing and the editing on Yard Sale there that I'm sure viewers are familiar with. So,
I believe they are, because you guys have 1,000 laurels.
Yes, we got a lot of people seem to like it and give us some awards and some recognition, which is definitely nice. So,
okay, sweet. And you're probably looking towards making it a feature film at some point. Right?
Yeah. Gary and I have discussed that on a few occasions, and we're percolating some ideas and whatnot. Yeah. So.
Okay. And as you guys percolate, I'm going to say hello to our next guest, and let's see now if we knock any of you out. It's because I wanted to. Let's see if this can handle 4 people. So our next guest, our Brady Bunch guest, is a lovely young actor, singer, dancer. Oh, wait, I don't know if she sings. Her name is Rohini Singh, and she's going to be here to tell us if she sings. Did I just say her last name? Hello, Rohini.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I accidentally left last time.
You did. I saw you for a second, and then you were gone, and I was like, can I do that?
Yeah, no. I just accidentally, touched the red button, but.
Never touch the red button. You take the red pill from Matrix fans. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I did a parody of The Matrix, but I can't remember which. It was like a month ago. Rohini, how would you describe yourself to a bunch of white men with glasses?
Okay. Yeah, I guess, well, currently I like to think a lot, explore. I've been traveling. But yeah, no, I'm just interested in different things and I like to learn a lot of different things. So yeah.
Okay. That was so you talked so much, but it was so vague. It was so vague. I just mean like uh I know you as an actor and I know
Uh-huh.
you as a dancer.
Yes.
What the hell else do you do in the world of entertainment, first of all, before you tell me you like to learn things?
Okay. Um, so I guess in entertainment, yeah, no, it's just acting and dancing. I was hosting a TV, like an interview show for some time earlier this year. It was with the Indian Society of Calgary. So that was pretty interesting. I was interviewing people from the community as well.
Okay, it was sorry, Indian Society. So it's IS. Uh, couldn't they get another?
ISCEN.
They missed some branding because you could have gone IS, and then I think you get some interest. You get some interest.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
be like, let's
no, you're
Google that.
funny. You're funny. Oh my God.
Sorry, as a kid, I could have gone smart or funny, and I chose whatever the fuck this is. Excuse me. I'm allowed to drop one of those per show. Okay. Well, where have you been? Where were you traveling?
I went to Vancouver recently. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Were you working or
Yeah.
were you just like enjoying the weather?
Well, so I'm also a learning developer. Like I do that during the day. So I got to work remotely. So yeah, I was working during the day and exploring in the evenings.
Okay. Quickly, Jared, what the hell is a
Hmm.
learning developer? Just I'm opening that up to the other two of you.
Uh,
Anyone? A
so
learning
you're putting me
developer.
on the spot.
I don't want to
I'm
be
gonna,
the only guy who doesn't.
I'm gonna guess that it's somebody that has something to do with like making training or educational programs for maybe businesses and companies would be
Oh
my
my
thought.
God.
Is that
Yeah,
good? He's a
you're
smarty
absolutely
pants
right.
guy.
Yeah.
He's got the glasses. They're
Yeah.
not just for the looks. So that's what it is.
No.
So training videos. Now wait a second. Now I've done those for Sate and a few other
Um,
some oil company. Have I done one with? Have I done a couple with you?
Yes, we have.
Okay. So am I allowed to? Look, forgive me. I'm very old and tired. Also, my cord is not as long as it should be, so it feels like. Do you know what I mean? Every time I move my head, my ears. There's a certain stress on my ears. Okay, so what? I see a red button in the side, and it says "End broadcast." Oh boy.
I believe we had that conversation. Don't push it.
Yeah, exactly.
So can I call myself? What was it again? A smarty.
You are not a learning developer.
You shut up for a second. The lady's talking.
You know, like okay, so let's just say, you know how we worked with Ryan?
Yes.
So let's just say the person
Ryan
who
Suave.
organizes, yes, yes. So if you organize everything and if you write the whole script and the idea and compile everything together and maybe add in some more writing and
I'll
pictures, then
stop
yes.
you right there. Look, what if I said the words wrong, but more in my voice? Does that count for anything? No?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because the fellow Ryan works with, Ryan is Ryan and Kristen. They're filmmaker, actor people,
Mhm.
and they're very good. And I think
Yeah.
Ryan followed Rachel Notley. He was sort of her camera guy the last cycle. And so his boss, though, the guy who actually hires him to make these little videos that we have worked on, apparently my contacts were like old and kind of shitty the last one I did. So it's Rohini and myself, but not at the same time. But we are green screened. It's like we're right next to each other. So I'm like, what do you think about that? Tennis ball? Oh, yeah, cool. I'm like, I'm in Star Wars. But apparently my eyes were so shit that I was talking about whatever it was. I don't even remember. But I was like this. And of course, I won't be able to see when I take these off, but I was like this. On every end of every take, I was like, because I couldn't see the teleprompter properly. And they were blowing air at me and stuff. And basically, we got a note from the top people. Hey, we got another guest. Get him in 2 seconds. I see you, you flannel person. The boss was like, get him to get his eyes tested and let him know when he gets a new contact lens. I haven't worked with them since. Okay. So now let us see if we can get F this cord. See how I saved it? I saved it.
That was close.
That's close. Yeah.
Guys, let me. I really don't like the hair today. I'm going to see if we can bring in one more guest. And as I've said last time, if one of you get the shaft, it's because I was trying. So help me welcome Mr. Chris Schuler to this thing. Boom, there he is. Hey,
hello.
Chris, how are you?
Chris.
Look at this. Can we all try and point at Chris and how it looks? Where is he?
Okay.
You're so bad
There
at
it
this,
is.
brother. There he is. Yeah. Jared, we all got it. Nice. Chris, thank you so. Okay, you should have done that pre-camera because I'm just going to lower you back into remove.
Okay, that's okay. I'm used to that.
Hey, man, you were working today.
I was. I wrapped
allowed to-
like a half hour ago.
Oh my God, wrapped. I'm learning so many
Ooh.
terms just being so near you. Cheers. Can you say what show you're working on?
Yeah, I was working on Taken Again. It's yeah,
Taken Again.
not
Liam
involving
Neeson?
no,
Part
not involving
9?
Liam Neeson.
The
Yeah,
Apology?
no, I was very disappointed. That's what I was promised. That's what I signed on for, and they were like, "No, sorry, we couldn't even afford his daughter." Like,
His son acts.
does he? Oh.
Yeah, totally.
He's still out of our pay grade. Like, we still couldn't get him.
Probably. It's like he's getting Colin Hanks money now. All right, man. So what are you doing on the show? Hold on. Do you know these people? Do you know these lovely humans? You know any of these?
I know a few of them. Yeah.
Who is the one you don't know? Just point, and I will do my job.
There. I don't know that one.
Son of a bitch. Chris, do you know Rohini? She looks
maybe.
familiar.
It looks familiar, but I can't think if we worked on anything.
I watched
together.
some Bollywood films. Have you been on a Bollywood show? Because I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've auditioned for a lot of them, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Have you? No,
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
though?
I have, actually.
God damn it, man! Because they shoot so many out here, which is insane. Or
do,
in
yeah.
Banff.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
I've
they're
seen
starting
some
to shoot. There's a new studio shooting them up in Edmonton, too.
That's the
Okay.
thing that happens in this area.
Yeah, it goes to Edmonton. As soon as it starts going good in Calgary, they go to Edmonton.
I had no idea. No idea.
Yeah,
Well, all right.
but I wasn't intimidating enough for what they wanted. They wanted, like, the ex-boyfriend.
Mhm.
I thought maybe your dance
aren't you
moves
James-
just weren't on par or
I-
something.
I
I
never
saw-
got that far. No, I don't think the dick, boyfriend they wanted. He didn't need to have the dance moves. That's why she needed to get rid of him. She needed somebody with rhythm.
They just get you wearing green pants, and then that's solved,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But I think they were going to get a Johnny Cash tie-in and have it called "Get Rhythm." Just
No. You're close to being removed again. Just remember that.
living on the
But
edge.
I've seen you play James Bond recently, so like that's your
If
calling
you
card.
count
to, like-
Halloween as James Bond, yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, no, was that Halloween?
No, it's Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You know why? Again, I'm going to talk about myself like a jackass, like all good hosts should. Keela, you taught me this. Recently, I had seen a casting on Facebook for they were looking for a James Bond type.
I did see that. Yeah.
Right. And so now it made me have this thing of like, oh, when people recommend people are idiots. Because and that's it. Because like I saw this this casting list, and I'm not going to say the names of the people who other people
Oh,
recommend.
please,
No.
air it out for all of us.
No, I'll say it by mistake, lovingly, but one of them was like, okay, that's Blofeld. You're looking for James Bond. Jesus Christ. Then they suggested another. They
More of a
suggested
red
a person
rat.
who couldn't have done an English accent, a British accent. They suggested a bald guy. They suggested a 112-pound. I guess Q would beat him up. Like
Yeah,
probably.
that was me. That was me.
No, it wasn't. It was someone else. And I just looked at this list and I was just like, so as a filmmaker, you can never trust.
Yeah, I looked at it, but they wanted over 6 foot with black hair, which I don't quite fit.
I noticed I wasn't on the list.
You would have fit right in with those people. I was just like, right, perfect.
Yeah, nailed it.
So, Chris, what
You
were
kind of got that Goldfinger thing going there, Keely.
There we go.
Oh, damn
Perfect.
it, man. Yeah, you could though. You know what? That is my favorite Bond film. Is Goldfinger.
It's a good one.
I think
It's-
Casino Royale edges it out for me.
The modern Casino Royale.
Yeah, not the one with David Niven. No.
No, not
Well,
the
there was actually
unsanctioned
a
one.
TV. Sorry,
Oh, the
there was
TV
a
one.
TV. there
No,
was a
I'm
TV
no.
First,
James Bond
I
should
just
not be
don't-
American.
I
Yeah,
just don't know
no.
what people know. I don't know what people know.
I do
own the
know
video
that,
store.
but I don't even
okay.
count it because it's like Jimmy
Yeah, yeah.
Bond from the CIA and Felix Leiter's the English one. No, it's terrible.
Okay. Okay.
But no, I mean
so-
the Daniel Craig one. I
Okay,
think
you know
it's
what?
between
That's
that,
a good one, too.
Goldeneye, and
Okay.
Goldfinger. They're all kind of.
Oh,
Actually, I
wow.
might even put For Russia with Love. It kind of goes back and forth with Goldfinger for me.
Commercial Love is good, but I honestly, just for me, like I don't think anything touches Goldfinger. I think this show is going smoothly. By the way, guys.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna go around to everybody, and we're gonna rank all of the Bond films in order.
Yeah, there's like
Each of
27
us,
of
and
them
then
now.
we'll like argue about it.
Do we
Well,
count?
we'll be
Never
here
say
till,
never again.
Well,
No, I
that's
think
a
Rowan Atkinson's in it,
conversation
so maybe.
point, right?
Yeah, we'll come put an asterisk next to it. No, it's funny because actually we just watched the last one last night, so it's a little fresh in my head. But okay, after that, tell us what you were doing on that not Liam Neeson show. What were you working on?
I was just locations manager, so I'm doing some crew stuff for it.
And did you manage to find locations?
I've managed to
we'll
learn how
get to you in a
frustrating it is
second.
to work with the city.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't broadcast that out there too loud.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
They'll have more issues.
And
How
he
much
never
longer?
worked again.
How much longer are you on the show?
We're still in pre-production. We go to camera Monday, and then
Oh,
I'll be there
sweet.
for till the 10th.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna put on a comment, and here it is. It's from our friend from Jin. It says, "Hello, beautiful people." And Chengis. Oh, he's being mean. Wishing you a happy. Would any three of you give us one personal film highlight for the year thus far? A film highlight. Now, I
As in
wonder if
a film that we
it's
saw or a film that we were in.
tough, right? Tough. Oh, I'm gonna say a film Jin was in. No, I don't know. That's a good question. He's gonna have to whatever.
Be
But
more specific. Jim.
We were talking
I
about
saw Jin
Bond,
today,
so-
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you? Okay. Now is he gonna work on is he the COVID
He-
specialist on your thing?
Yes.
Okay,
Ah.
sweet.
He is the tactical COVID officer.
Tactical.
I've heard he's good at it.
I like
Mhm.
practical. He's practically the COVID officer. Tactical sounds very sexy. I don't know, man. Tactical sounds.
You don't
I'm
think
just
Jin's
picturing him
sexy?
with like a bulletproof vest with like all the
Oh, it's
Velcro,
actually-
hand
yeah.
sanitizer.
The
Mace,
swabs and
and,
needles.
It's very
and,
heavy
Yeah.
wool sweaters and mittens. That's
nice.
Why
Yeah.
needles? Why needles, Keely? Let's explore that.
Vaccine.
Unwrap.
COVID back.
What is
I thought you just like to sew.
No, I was
Just
Yeah.
as a shoulder roll and
Like
he jabs it into somebody's
Yeah,
calf,
Like Yoda
you know?
hands? What is
or
it, Yoda
like
hands?
throws them.
I
Yeah.
don't know what he's doing.
I'm-
Oh, throwing them would be
syringe.
fun, man. That's a syringe. You know,
Yeah.
today I had a hard.
This is why I was not a mime
I had a hard
Or a
time
nurse.
telling-
or a nurse.
Today I had difficulty telling a lady who was beside us, who just pulled out of a gas station, that her thing was open and the gas cap was hanging out and hitting the tire. And because I looked over at her and I was just like, ma'am, your thing. And then I looked at her and I'm like, she just got in that car and started driving, and she's like, blah. But I'm like, when did she light that son of a bitch? Like, as she was like, F this, and she's like pulling out of the
Yeah,
no
as
time
soon
to
as
put
she
the
saw a
gas
guy
cap
going
back
like
on.
this to her,
Yeah,
she was
no,
like,
no, no.
"Oh, I'm smoking, get out."
We were driving at that point.
You were driving beside her going like this.
Yeah, well, Mel was driving. I don't drive an adult car, man. I've only driven for film. I don't know how to drive. So I was literally in the passenger side being like, madam. But I was off for work, so I was wearing a suit, and I looked like I knew what time it was.
Yes, as
But,
we've all learned from, the Miramax scandals, people in suits can never possibly.
Look, I think if there's anything we've learned is be the boss, and two, have a walker for your day in court. Just have
Right.
a walker. And then,
I'll keep that in
yeah.
when I'm a witness to what happened. Well, he did this.
Well, So you're like, on this bear, could
Yeah,
you point
she
to
did
where?
this, and then she looked the other way, and there was a guy standing there like this.
Yeah. It's the face that really doesn't look right, Keely. It's the face, man. It wasn't the hands.
Fair enough.
Jared, can you tell us, man, what you withheld, what you're going to be working on, or what you are working on now? What are you writing? Can you share? You got some actors here, some locations, people.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the big thing that I'm working on right now is I'm co-writing a pilot for a show. It's going to be like an hour-long thing that we're going
No
to.
commercials, kids. 1 hour.
That's right.
That's on your rider.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know it.
Is that a comedy? What is it? What, can you tell us anything about it?
No, it's I can't tell you too much. I think I can say that it's like a kind of a post-apocalyptic drama adventure show kind of thing, and I think we've got a really interesting hook to it. I don't think it's quite like anything that is out there. It's not going to be like a Walking Dead clone or Last of Us or anything like that. Like it's
Cool.
quite
Sweet.
different. So that's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
how close are you guys to finishing it?
well, we've been like outlining and working with a writing coach the last couple of months, and we're just about to dive into actually writing the script now. So that's pretty exciting. And
Sweet. Can you say who the organizer or the group that is that you're working with? Can you say that?
yeah. Well, it's sorry.
Because I know now. I know. I just don't know if I can say.
Oh,
I caught up. Yeah, I know.
Caught up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I caught up. I don't know if I can
That's
say.
impressive. I didn't think anybody knew. So yeah, no. We we got a grant through the Alberta Foundation for the Arts to write it, to write the pilot. So that was exciting. And then yeah, so it's me and Kelsey Andrews, who is a stunt performer and producer and writer. She's producing partners with Don Negazina, who some people may know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Dawn.
Yeah. So so it's based on an idea that we've been working on for a few years, and yeah, so we're really excited about that. I think we've got our fingers crossed that we can, take it to a big place and get it made properly. So we'll see how that goes.
Very cool.
So don't even bother asking for an audition, guys. If it's a big place,
what I was gonna
if
ask
it's like
was
Lethbridge, forget it.
with
Do
all
you need a ruggedly handsome James Bond type, or
Yeah, maybe.
what I was going to ask was, in your post-apocalyptic world, is there room for a slightly overweight guy? Because apparently no one else seems to think us overweight guys survive the apocalypse.
well, you can still survive it.
I
You
mean,
just
you
might,
know,
We just don't make it on camera. Sorry. Yeah.
You're part of the group or people who are doing well. That's what
I
it is,
feel
man.
like
This is what I've been saying.
That's my argument. Yeah.
I feel like you could be like
Could
Dennis
be.
Hopper in Waterworld. I feel like that's what you could rock, Keely.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at you, an eye patch and some.
I will
And
wear
a fish eye. And just a bag of dirt, because apparently that's money, if I remember that right.
I can get that from my
think so.
backyard if we need it.
Yeah, nice.
Willing to supply
Good
props.
I'll make notes about that. Keely can bring dirt.
That's right. I bring
Just
something.
Just abbreviate it for speed. Keely dirt. Just do that.
Exactly.
Hey, has anyone seen, since Jen had asked earlier, has anyone seen, it was a TV series, Matthew, the guy who murdered a lady.
Broderick?
That's the one. Thank you. Someone was telling me I had to do Matthew McConaughey today.
Murdered
Voice
two
thing.
women, actually.
Was it
Wasn't
two?
with,
I thought
it was with
one.
the car, right?
It was two, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought
Yeah,
it was
mother and
one.
daughter.
Oh,
Mother
shit.
and daughter.
Yeah. Anywho, and on that upbeat note, so he was part of a apocalyptic TV series. It was very funny.
Yes.
And I think it was called Day Trippers, Day Dreamers, Day something, Day Walkers. What the hell was it? Anyone?
I don't
with a
remember the
Google
name of
machine.
it, but he was the principal. Yes.
Day
No,
Breakers?
not Breakers. No.
Fuck.
But he's the principal of a school.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
hilarious. He's great in it.
Jared, I would suggest you have a quick look at that. It's probably 8 episodes, and I think there was only one downturn episode. Like seriously, there was only one episode where I was like, meh. It was really great at world building and fun. It was just fun, man. So yeah, there you go. Shout out to that murderer Matthew Broderick and some of his later work.
I can't understand why he was never on the show.
Manslaughter.
Like speaking of murder, like has anybody watched the You show on Netflix?
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up Alec Baldwin.
Look, can you
soon?
Hold on. Can you even imagine how? Do you mean because it's like, dude, you know what I mean? It's like I'm an actor. Some idiot tells me to get in a car, and I just have to drive a foot. I mean, I assume that car has brake. That's right. Wow. But let's hold on.
I think the worst part of that is it sounds like it wasn't even while they were shooting. It was just like
it was a rehearsal
in between takes, I think, and he was doing like they were like, let's do another take, and he was screwing around and went, what if I just, and like,
no.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I read.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was enough information out there to be whatevering, but even fooling around a little bit, I guess that's really tough, man. That makes it a gray area for me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're not an expert. There are experts all around you. The person who hands it to you, that's the person you have to trust with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been on a set before where we were learning from some military people. It was for an Adam McGoyan movie 100 years ago, and literally had this rifle. And every time the sergeant, it was like an ex-sergeant major, or maybe he still was, they'd walk past you. I just went with the rifle. I just went, just did that bullshit. Yeah. He went, stop doing that. And I went,
I mean, I've worked with you, and I always keep my finger off, and I've gotten in trouble because I'm supposed to. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand being more, like, you can be more safe, but really for an actor, shit, man, it's hitting a mark and saying it's not no technical stuff.
Well, yeah,
I don't think it.
It's one of those situations that I think any of us who have used guns on set, it could have quite easily happened to any single one of us on either end, either holding the gun or having it pointed at us. I've been on both ends of that, and it rattled me when I heard about it. It's definitely made me more cautious.
I remember watching some interviews with Michael Massey after The Crow, and like it was just heartbreaking. Like he was in shambles for like 5-10 years after that before he even got back into acting.
I just don't know how you could I just don't know how you could get back into it. But I think there's a lot of people. I saw a lot of people who kind of had that thing of like, sort of blaming like that person. And I was like, come on, man, have you ever done this? I can see Jim is writing more, but I don't know if so. Look, first of all, he wrote The Tactical Vest is a brilliant idea, so we get to that. then he wrote Yes You, which I don't know when that happened.
The show. He's talking about You, the show.
Oh, You, the show.
Oh,
yeah.
What is that show about? What's You about?
And then what is this? I reminded him of George the Greek. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Ramini, tell us about You.
The
show.
It's just like this crazy, stalker guy, and he just keeps murdering people and gets away with it. And he's just crazy. Yeah, he's he wants to find love, and
the way to do that is killing people and stalking them. Like
exactly, yes, yeah.
Well, he's not stealing them.
That worked for you, didn't it, Chengis?
But no, but isn't it weird, you guys? Like, you know what? Like, I've been fast forwarding shows. Like, since COVID started, like I have just been fast forwarding shows and not watching everything. Like, I'm just like, okay, this part seems interesting. Okay, pause and play.
I think you need to find better shows.
No, man, even the best shows feel a little bit.
There's some, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I find,
we just watched yesterday. We watched something with Benedict Cumberbatch, and it was on SIF last year's SIF, the last SIF. He was a painter. He painted weird cats, and it was a period piece. It was probably set in 1908 to 1922 or so. Very interesting, super well acted. It's all English, so it's flipping gorgeous. But there's a moment where the director decided to like be cool and show some of his visions, and it was just these different cats, psychedelic and whatever. It was like a minute long. I'm like, nope, not interested. So I don't mind that. But back in the day, I don't know if anyone, we had a VCR that.
Mhm.
I know.
VCRs, yeah.
No. We had a VCR that could play shows at 1.3 times the speed or 1.4 times the speed.
Amazing.
And
Oh,
because I had a video store and we had to watch 5 movies a week to know how much
Right.
we'd order or if we'd order it at
Mhm.
all. And I always left that so screeners, and I always left that shit to the last 2 days, like I always did. And so I'd have to watch like 3 movies in a
So
night.
surprising.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
And I would watch it like that, and you would hear you would watch a movie in 70% of the time. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The only thing is
No.
if they were laughing, it was weird because it'd be like like that. But otherwise, you'd just be like,
Mhm.
you know. I got very used to watching movies like that, watching feature-length movies
Mhm.
at about 70 minutes, and sometimes even, because you can fast forward as well. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong
That's
with that, man.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's even for YouTube videos. Like, I've just been watching them on 1.5, 1.75, and I'm just thinking, like, is this going to be like the new standard for even creating videos? Like, has our attention span become so short?
or are we
Mhm.
just mass producing garbage that nobody actually wants to pay attention to?
I'm
and we
feeling
need to
old
get
because
better?
I can't stand fast forwarding through stuff. Like,
Same. I'm with you on that.
yeah,
This is like against my religion to say that you're like watching things on 1.5 speed.
I can say I've
I
never done that.
No,
can't even
you're-
stand the motion control on an HD TV, let alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But you know, yeah,
yeah.
it's something to think about because videos do
Yeah.
have that option now. You know,
Yeah.
playing
I
it
think with
fast.
the,
Well, they're not. I'm not making it for them then. Like,
Yeah.
I think with
do
the
that,
access
but
to
that's not-
technology that we have now, it's just opened up that world to everybody to create whatever they want,
Yeah.
right? And we're seeing a lot of stuff that 20 years ago never would have seen the light of day. And now, because we have the internet and everything the way it is, you can just put whatever you want out, and Netflix will buy it and share it with the world. Tiger
Is that
King.
what? That has a place.
Which season 2 premiered today.
Oh yeah, we missed. I think we can live without it. I think we can live without it. We
I
took a little
still
while.
haven't seen
Then we.
season 1, so
I'm gonna
Okay.
Sorry, I
watch
didn't
it,
follow into it.
sadly. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
What's Jim saying? He's tailored his reviews like the attention speed. Okay. He's
Yeah.
just doing.
Funny. Okay, but I just I
Jen,
wanna say, like,
like, just log in,
makes sense.
Jen. Come join us.
Yeah,
You
Jim
know what?
should
I
just
might send.
Yeah.
Just send him the link. Let him join us.
Who?
we'll kick
all of
me
you.
out and we'll put Jin in.
I have a feeling we can add more people.
It says up to 10 at the
Before it freezes. Well, we're gonna start noticing some weird. So who here has the link and is connected to Old Jin on Facebook?
I can do it.
I've
I
turned
can
off
do it.
everything else
Okay.
on my thing.
so what's
Oh,
Jin's
okay.
last name?
Fedotov.
Fedotov.
Oh, yes, I know him. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because you worked on
He mentioned your name
Amir's
in the comment.
way back
did.
when. You
Yes.
worked on a film with Amir. You
Yeah.
were playing a
years ago.
therapist.
Yes, I
What
was
do you
playing a
remember what it was
very
called?
Fermata.
Fermata. Okay, yeah. And I remember that was like Jin. It was his calling card for a while. So
Yeah.
he really liked that role or some part in it or something. So
Yep.
yeah, that was cool. I like
Hey,
the
Jen,
connection.
check your Facebook Messenger, man.
I already sent it.
Oh wow.
Schuler, come on.
Now, but it's up to me to add or remove. I have that
Getting
power.
slow. old
That's
man.
out of my control. It's because I'm old and I'm wearing my sweater. It wasn't fast enough.
I
Yeah,
had
dude,
one. I thought I
how
was going to
cold is
look
it?
like a grandpa, so I left it off. I went, I'll just suffer through it.
And you wore plaid instead.
No, the
Yeah.
plaid was always an option. That's all I got.
The whole closet, same shirt, over and over.
Yeah. Varying shades.
Nice. How many hoodies do we have here? It's just Jared and myself. Okay, cool.
How many what?
Oh, hoodies.
Hoodies.
Hey,
Oh, I thought you
oh,
said
this is-
hernias.
Yeah,
Wait,
so did
what?
I at first. I'm
I
like,
heard
what
hernias.
is that about my
how
hernia?
many hernias?
Oh, you got 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Who
well,
else
I
is-
guess I
oh,
gotta go
nice.
get my sweater now. I'll be
Hey guys,
back.
I want you to-
The
let's see
sweater
if-
party.
Does this look like I sewed this on? Because I did. I ruined a T-shirt that was old, and I sewed this on to my hoodie. And I was like, "Don't do
Can't
that.
tell.
You can't tell."
Well,
Okay, cool.
I would have never
No,
assumed.
but I mean, you're like
Yeah.
a tiny little screen on my tiny little screen.
How
So
dare you? Hey.
There
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That looks like a gamer headset.
It is.
Romy,
It
Are, you
is.
not
Yeah.
using, are you not using a headset? What are you using?
Who?
Hey, guys, did anyone hear that beep?
Oh,
No.
is he here?
Beep?
Did they censor me?
Yeah, they did. Okay, Talent Talk World, and whatever this show is, which is just nonsense.
Just talk.
Just talk.
Talent
Ooh,
talk. There's a
talent
question mark at the
talk.
end.
No, the question mark is with the talent, and then
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're for sure
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, help me welcome Mr. Jim Fedotov, who's way too close to his camera. Here he is. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hey, Jen.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
no, see,
Hey, buddy.
My
Is this
question.
better? This is better. Yeah.
oh, there we can see your face again.
How do I chat with my favorite
raspy.
people? This is what social interaction is nowadays.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
it, as demanded by no one.
Wow. This is beautiful. I like it.
That beard is out of control, sir.
I know, that's
That's-
amazing.
Incredible.
Listen, I wear this sucker, and if you notice what happens when I put the bandana on, it lifts the beard on.
Mustache. Then it's a cat.
You can store snacks in there.
Something I can't mention because there's a lady present.
And that's what I chew on the entirety of the day. It's beautiful.
I like how you have your winter beard. It's not winter yet. You're prepared. You're overly prepared, some would say.
You spend the whole summer growing the winter beard, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
I haven't removed this thing in the last, I think, almost 2 years. This is not good. I still like pick different pieces of food from time to time. Like, winter of 2020, it was delicious.
It's like a Facebook memory. It's a face memory. I love that. Like, when was that? When was the last
So
time
much
I stood
flavor.
next to tobacco smoke? Oh,
I thought
right.
they went out of business 5 years ago. You got a Sears coupon in here.
Hey, I'm old enough to remember Simpson Sears, man. It's like I got my first winter coat in 1980 at a Simpson Sears. It cost $100. I wonder what that is in today. Now, was that a $500
$15 grand? I don't know.
1980. When you can buy a comic book for 50 cents. That's my how I do math for everything. It's like, how much did a comic book cost then?
I've got some that are labeled 50 cents, but I think I paid about $25 for them.
You guys talk to yourselves for a second. I can see I can see a couple 25 centers there.
They were not
in
25
the-
cents, were they?
In the era of 12 cent. Well, they're thick, so they were 25 cents in the era of 12-cent books.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm going to move my camera over there, and it's going to ruin everything. So just talk about things. Whoa! Oh, the wires, the stuff.
Just remember, you don't have pants on, so
There's
keep
a
it up.
light. Oh, you can't. No, can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
those. No, there's a light
You gotta-
there.
Yeah, your light.
Forget
You're
it.
gonna light. Right, yeah.
Forget it. I was like, do I need a big ass light in here? I've got 3 of them. There,
I
that's
told you,
better.
keep it
There we
up,
go,
keep it
guys.
up. Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't do that. I got too much glare coming off my forehead. If I get too many lights in here.
That doesn't feel right either. Jesus
No.
Christ, that was worthless. Absolutely worthless.
Yep.
I built this shelf behind me, and I'm accurately pointing to it. And it's a Tintin shelf. You can't tell that, but the red, white, red, white. And I was so proud of myself because it's about 3 pieces of wood, and I painted it and everything. And then I was going to make a couple more, and then actually make it so it looks like the rocket. So it kind of there, and it kind of does that at the very top. And the top one, obviously, you can't keep anything on it because it's, But I did a couple auditions in this room, not with this camera, but I was just like, oh, there's no professionalness now. You mean I lost all my, anyway. So that's about the shelf of it. Jim, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. How do you ask questions now? How do you type questions?
What's a read for Christmas?
Oh, let's ask the Jewish guy what he's doing for Christmas first.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's extremely complicated because there's a rift between my in-laws. So, and my
Oh,
dad
that's
is
serious.
back in Mexico, so I have no idea what's happening this Christmas, and I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. There will be food. That's all I can say.
Like,
Thanks,
you can come to
Rahini, for-
Drumheller with me, Jin, if you want. It's gonna be awkward, but you're welcome to join.
Is the Passion Play happening?
No, that's in the summer, buddy.
There's
We
Well,
can go there
sandals-
if you want. I'll give you a tour of the set.
They wear socks and sandals in winter.
Yeah.
And everyone's got their
right,
winter beards.
You could
so
dress
it's-
up for the Passion Play, go visit the dinosaurs, blow some people's minds.
Yeah,
they're
been there, done that.
Ignore it. They're like, ignore it.
This is a great idea. I need to dress up as a dinosaur riding Jesus. And when somebody tells me that's offensive, I'm going to tell them, it's okay, I'm Jewish. And it clears everything up.
Wait, the dinosaur is riding Jesus? Or
Yeah, I just feel like
I
if you
like
just
it.
turn those around, I think I want to do a drawing of Jesus riding a dinosaur.
I like
I
Jesus
like
getting
a
a
raptor
dinosaur riding
piggyback.
Jesus.
I-
Like,
Yeah.
pretty
him piggybacking a
ballsy.
raptor or something. Yeah.
Rahini, sorry, what were you going to say?
You are my
No,
son, Blue.
I was just saying like I can't picture. Like, I can't envision it.
I'm
I'm
pretty
there.
ballsy. I'm pretty ballsy, as you guys know. I say
I've written a
stupid
script about
things,
it already.
But I can't do that. You're-
Can I be the dinosaur?
if Jin wants to carry
Jin-
you around.
Jin- Jesus.
I don't have the Jesus look, but I can do a mean raptor.
I think there was a Python sketch where they had like 3 Jesuses. They're like, "What's with the heavier one? Oh, it balances out the 2 thin ones." It's artistic license, man. It's like Michelangelo talking to the Pope doing the Last Supper. That's what it is. 3 Jesuses. What's about the kangaroos? Forget it. Anyway. Oh my Lord. So I was gonna. The reason I was doing this show is we were gonna have a guest on and scheduled and everything, and it just didn't really work out. And then it
we're
didn't work
here.
out with their schedule, and then it didn't work out with my schedule. I got busy today in the afternoon. We are going to do a pre-recorded thing, and Gary was doing some family stuff. He was traveling. He just wasn't around the internet for a little while. And I was like, I've done my hair and brushed my teeth, and at 7:00 maybe, this thing. And so I asked a few people. I appreciate you guys jumping on here so much. Very, very, very sweet. And
Like that you waited 40 minutes to explain to people what the deal with the show is.
Have fun, brother. Have
We
fun.
had one viewer and
If
we
they're
invited
here
him on as a
still.
guest.
Is anybody else wanting to join us out there? Are you watching? You want to join us? I'll send you the
We'll
link.
send link.
I've got it ready to go. Chris is faster.
Yeah, Chris is quick. Well, we know that, but you're prepared.
Well, you know
He's
that.
quick. Yeah. We know that. Quick to help in a pinch. That's you. What the hell was I going to say? I don't remember. Some
You
nonsense.
were explaining the show.
Just explain, yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't think I can. That's the problem.
No.
But
If somebody
So I
can
didn't-
explain
I didn't know it
this, I'll be impressed.
I didn't know who was going to hop on or hop off or whatever. I just thought, you know what? At the end of the day, it'll be nice not having a blank space, like when, whatever. And then right before, like 6:30 something, Gary found the internet and he's like, "Hey man," because I'd emailed him, I'd Facebooked him, I'd sent a text to him. I thought texts get through. Don't texts get through
Yeah.
things? And so then he was like, "Oh, hey man, what's up? I know you're not doing the show tonight because they canceled, blah blah." I'm like, "Right," but I was thinking. That's how I started. I was thinking if I talk to a couple actors, an actor or two, and some directors, maybe that would be. And then I was just like, "Send," and then Mel's like, "With your permission." I'm like, "Right."
Just invite
Very-
Gary on. Let's get
very
Gary on. He's on
kindly.
the internet now.
He's still busy, man. He's still busy. So this isn't fully behind his back. It's more like off to the side of him. The unsanctioned talent talk. But no, I thank you guys so much for kind of being here.
Skill
so
chat.
people do watch the show after though. They get the stuff off YouTube if I've done the things right. So they're not going to find it. But yeah. Okay, so well, let's keep talking. God damn it. I don't know. Where were we? Jen, what were how's COVID today? Did you fight it? Did you beat COVID?
Did you have your vest on?
So this is the thing.
Your best vest.
I'm trying to understand where this is going, and I'll explain to you what I mean. You would hear that actors in Vancouver and LA, when they're not doing acting, and most importantly, when they're chasing their dream, they're waiting tables most of the time. That's the cliche.
Right.
And I found more and more actors like Chris, for example, and myself, trying to be camera adjacent. This is our waiting tables until we actually get acting. And I'm trying to treat this job as something transient. I don't want to get comfortable in it. And I know I'm great at it. I'm great at finding COVID and tactically killing it.
Nice.
But at the same time, I don't want it to be my comfort zone. I don't want this to be my job in the film industry. I want to be an actor. This is my side gig, regardless of the quality I provide to it. In my mind, this is not permanent, right? And I'm trying to find that place in my mind where I still provide my best performance and use best practices while still aiming at wanting to be an actor. And that's challenging because my heart, my soul, my whole being is I want to be in front of the camera telling meaningful stories. But at the same time, I feel great about the ability and the opportunity to participate in the movie industry and be part of the process, even though I have zero creative input and I'm not even a bureaucrat at this point. I'm a very closed, glorified, I would call it like a guard of sorts. It's the closest thing, which is not a bad thing, but it's so far from being an actor. It's insane.
Right.
You know what's really awesome about the job you're doing, though, is because of people who are taking on that role in the industry, we've been able to keep our industry running in Alberta without many hiccups. So to those of you that are doing it, and I know a lot of you guys that are doing it, like, I thank you for the work you're doing, and it's not easy. I was on set yesterday, and there's a lot of people that are not happy about the job you guys do, but it's necessary, and
I enjoy it. It's one of the things that I can enjoy in life, and it's way better than any 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 that I used to have. This beats it by far because I spend time with amazing people doing amazing things. But at the same time, I have the hubris or the lack of humility to say, I still want to be an actor.
I think, I just think that just be patient. I think this is like a time where it's so much uncertainty, but the fact that you're doing so good in this area and you're with creative people, you're with the people that you need to be with, like just be patient and just you will obviously get back to the camera. You get back in front of the camera. Like I think
get your back to the camera.
No, you'll get back in front of the camera for sure. Like I just think that it's so awesome that you're doing such a great job. Mm-hmm. And that's just another skill set. Like that's just really good. And you're you're putting your heart and soul into it. So that's definitely going to open up some opportunities and doors and
fingers crossed. Yes.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And for the comfort zone, like I don't know, that's such a good topic that you brought up because we're always taught to like, not stay in our comfort zone and go out of it. But I think maybe, just maybe don't think about it like that. Mm-hmm. Think about it as you're just learning a new skill and that's going to help you as an actor.
That's very good advice. I believe that's going to be a little difficult for Mr. Jin in particular, because any job that isn't acting is digging a ditch. And I know how you think. maybe you and Chris can answer this. I don't know if anyone else has done this. I don't really do this at all, but working on sets in a non-actor capacity, does that, have you found, have you reaped any of those rewards of meeting those people? Have you gotten to work with those people after? I know there's a little bit newer for you, Jin, but like Chris, you've been kind of helping out on sets since I met you.
Kind of. Usually I was just an actor, and then they just went, "Hey, can you hold this and do that?"
Oh, you started out as actor first.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I've only really been doing legitimate crew work as just crew. March of this year, I guess, with the same group of people that I'm with right now. Yeah.
Okay. So have you gotten any connections that you that have garnered anything? Have you made any friends? Do you have any friends, Chris? That's what I want to know.
I'd like to.
It's an intervention,
I'd like to
actually.
think so. Yeah.
This is
I'd
an
like to think so.
intervention. This is a thinly veiled to get Chris a
Trick.
friend. And
Thanks,
there I explained
guys.
it. 50 minutes in, boom.
Yeah.
Friend for Chris.
I didn't think this whole pandemic was isolating enough, but to come there and crush my spirit just a little bit more.
Sorry, buddy.
I don't know. I get along with the crew people. Like, to kind of echo what Jin was saying, I find anything to do with film, it's much more exhilarating and fulfilling. I find, to me personally, than like, I'd rather flip burgers on a film set than work in a well-paid office. Even there's just something about being on a film set that changes it, and it's more creatively fulfilling, even if you're not personally the creative voice in charge or the instrument of it.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I can't do this anymore, but say 7 years ago, you get a little job, like a one-line or just some stupid thing, and I could absolutely see where every job led to another job, like, and I could go like 7 times. You know what I mean? I could go like 7 different things. Oh, that came from that.
Yeah.
Which was, and so I just assume being on set, and being helpful as Jin is, or actually taking care of a person's safety or whatever, just would open those doors, man. I don't know.
I feel like anything where you're kind of meeting people is a good opportunity to kind of network and go through. I mean, with the crew that I'm working on, it hasn't been any lines, but I have been able to get on camera a little bit for them.
Nice.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've been able to do that a little bit.
Very nice.
And I have had people that I've met through projects kind of contact me, or I've run into them and they've kind of been like, oh, hey, this is a good guy,
Okay. Oh, shit, you've got friends. You're done. I'm done with you. Keely, what were you on set? What were you working on yesterday?
I was actually working on the precursor to the one that Chris is working on, which is Left Behind. Yeah, I was on Left Behind yesterday. Had a great day on set. It was really nice. Same, yeah, you betcha. So it was almost like being on a normal set back before all this COVID stuff went down. We got to rapid test in the morning, which was really nice. No 2 days prior, and bring your own stuff, and you just hung out, and it was a great day. Had a blast.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, we'll get back to that for a sec. So, Jin, I've been on a couple of sets in the last, month or so. And I remember there was a commercial where you had to show that you were vaxxed, double vaxxed. You had to do a rapid test before, like on the day before you went to the thing. And then you have to wear a mask the whole time, except for that 2 minutes where you did your job. So that was a month and a half ago now, maybe. Time means nothing to me. But I felt, comfortable working with other people, but I was also like out, like I just didn't realize I had to go down to a Shoppers, and like I was like, what? Why? You know what I mean? It bothered me. And then the last couple of days I've been on where they didn't ask to show your double vaxxed, and you wore masks, but that was it, man. They didn't, you didn't have to get rapid tested or anything, and these were proper sets. So has it legally, has it changed, or is it just like per company, or what is it?
So not to throw anybody under the bus, there's an agreement with the province where if you have a multi-day commitment, you must test people.
Okay.
It's a legal responsibility to do so. Now, you might have an agreement depending on which unions you're working with. Are you working with IATSE? Are you working with ACTRA? Are you working with somebody else that has particularities about testing, on-set safety? And every set does their own protocol.
Right.
But regardless of the protocol that you're on, to be honest, one person being identified as a COVID positive case disrupts your production, whether it's actually stopping your production or getting all of the producers and people that are doing COVID safety very panicked. But it still disrupts the production to a certain degree. And so to avoid all of that, I've seen a lot of productions put so much effort, so much money, so much time into keeping people safe and making people that are very hesitant to even go outside of their door feel like this is a safe place to do their craft.
Right.
And everybody has to play their role, and sometimes not everybody does. Legality-wise, it hasn't really changed. And in fact, I think I can't remember who mentioned this, but I think Keely said, because of the great effort that we've had here in Alberta and the fantastic film sets that we have here, we have brought business where other places haven't been deemed as safe to work in a set environment. Alberta is deemed extremely safe because of the extra steps that the film industry has put in place to ensure everybody is doing their job and keeping everybody safe. So,
Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, the unions and the industry as a whole have been really instrumental in creating the protocol and really following it and sticking to it. It's Jin, you're working with Shauna, right? Shauna Pleva. And I'm really close friends with her, so I get to hear a lot of this information, the rules and the regulations around it and whatnot. And honestly, like, the industry created this. This is the province and our government has put in a little bit of input, but really, this is all the industry doing it. It's amazing what those people have been able to do and protect our craft and what we love doing.
And it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Just to give you an idea, one PCR test, which on bigger productions and even smaller ones, it's a requirement before you set foot on set.
Yeah.
It's $160. One small commercial that has 200 background performers needs to spend thousands of dollars before anybody sets foot on set.
Yeah.
And if your production gets delayed by 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you need to go and do it again, man. So it's crazy.
I worked on a show earlier this fall that just to go on for 3 days, I had 4 COVID tests before ever stepping foot on set, and then was tested again while I was on set. Like, and those were all PCR, so at $160 a pop for one person to work 3 days on set. Like, it's a huge chunk of budget on these productions. But again, because they're doing it, we're able to keep working. Thank God. Yeah.
Which means huge profit margins for somebody.
Yeah.
So the question to all of you is, like, just imagine it's your best opportunity, right? You were offered the job of your lifetime, and you're there with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm just putting him as an example because it would be a dream to work with this guy. But let's imagine that this guy follows no COVID protocols whatsoever. Licks his fingers, shakes hands, gives people hugs, refuses to wear a mask. Would you call him on it? Would you say, no, I really would love to work with him, but I can't? Would you? Or would you let it go?
Circle gets a square. Who wants to answer that?
How much authority does he have on this set?
He's also another example because I love the authority.
Yeah.
How secure is my hold and my place on this? Like, if I'm just like, like
wait, in
day
this
player
in this,
coming on.
Yeah, in this, am I George Clooney or am I me?
I guess, in a position like yours, Jin, where it's your job, absolutely, I'd call him out on it. As a day player, as somebody who gets small bit roles or works background, I've also learned over the years where my position is in the pecking order, and it's pretty easy to lose your job very quick when you open your mouth to the wrong person, and then not get more work going forward. So I hate to admit it, but I probably wouldn't, as much as I'm all for following the COVID protocols.
Well, then the more complicated question then added to that complexity is, let's imagine that, Jared and I decide to be in the background of a show, and we both are in background holding, and I am the guy who's not wearing a mask, who's hugging everybody.
I call you out easy because I know you, though. So
but let's imagine I had a brain injury and I forgot about all of that. Would you call me on it? Like,
Yes.
somebody who's on your same level?
Yeah, absolutely. And I did yesterday.
Good. Because we need more of that. We need more peer-to-peer support to help other people.
And it's not
safe.
anything that needs to be done in a rude way. You just go, hey, man.
Oh, hell no.
we're close to each other. You might.
Yeah,
put your
I know
mask
Just
on.
Leo's
like-
not,
you just-
but you're
right,
not
you just
Leo.
Point, you
Put
just
it
point
on.
at your face and you go like this. You go,
Yeah,
this,
that's right. You just
and they'll know. Oh, right, I'm missing my mask. Oh, my mask cap is off.
no. I think there's a way to have those conversations on set with people who are on the same level as you, in a productive way without offending. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me, and it's great to meet everyone.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So,
Yeah, no, of course. I thank you so much for gracing us and all of that stuff. Get out of here so we can talk about you.
okay. Well, no, thanks again, and it was so nice meeting everyone. And
You too.
yeah, stay safe. Okay, bye.
Take care.
Have fun.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao. Okay, she removed herself. Very
We
quickly.
feel a lot less inclusive now.
Wait, but I'm a brown guy.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
but,
I don't know
we're
how
all
you're.
we're all XY here. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how your guys' displays are set up, but the three predominantly white guys on my screen are over to one side, and the other two are. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm watching what the world would be watching, which is like, I mean, this I'm watching what is going out there. I believe this is what is going out there.
Fair enough.
So yeah. Very quickly, back to your thing. You know me, so you know I would call out any person about any goddamn thing. I wouldn't do it in a polite way. I'd do it in a rude / comical way, and I wouldn't care what position I was in at that moment because I've always done that, and it's why I have no friends. Oh shit! This is an intervention for me. Damn it. You know what? Though honestly, we've hit an hour and 2 minutes, which
Yes.
is a lot more than Gary's going to be able to take. He's trying to
that's
keep
good. You
these
can
shows
cut out all
about
the things I said that don't
45
line up
minutes.
with.
So yeah, man. I have to say thanks to everyone for doing this, whatever this was.
Talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Talk.
talk.
Just talk. And
When you just get like a bunch of guys together like this, it's just called a podcast, right?
I'm gonna end the broadcast. You guys stick around for a minute, and then we'll chat some other stuff. Okay? So how's
Perfect.
that? How's
Sounds great.
that?
Is it on the record?
No, it won't be after I end the broadcast. So just
You notice the
jeez.
red light go on. He's still recording, Chris.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Everyone shut up for a second. Listen, guys, if you watch this, God bless you. And I think next week or the week after, Talent Talk will return with the affable Gary McLean, and he knows things, and he'll get
And some
this.
talent.
He'll get the. Don't interrupt me. And he'll get this done right. For now, thank you to my guests, and thank you for watching. Bloody, bloody, blah. Goodbye and broadcast. See ya.
Right.
And yeah.